Let me tell y'all what I've been on lately. You gotta just like let people be people. And uh, many of us are experiencing life like through our wounds, you know. And I just kind of like had this realization over the weekend because I came and like seen a few of my friends, and I'm like, we all got our fucked up parts about us, you know, our parts of us that make us act in ways that we aren't proud of. And it's like, honestly, I be trying to tell them like, you gotta just accept it and like lean into the ugly parts of yourself, like this, the parts of yourself that you're not proud of. Just lean into it, because the more you try to fight it, the more that you know you drag yourself for all of the things that you fucking are, all of the bad shit that you perceive as bad. um when really you just processing your life through trauma, and it's making you act out in certain ways. And it's like, the more you try to suppress that and like try to run away from it, the more the worse it gets. Like, if you just lean into it and realize like, yo, this is me right now. If I just lean into it, I can change it. You know, I can be like, you know what, this is coming up. How do I better maneuver in this situation so that, you know, I can make sure that the actions that I'm taking in the past that have sabotaged my life, I'm not doing it again. Like, for example, like I was telling y'all about like my drinking. And it's like, usually I used to drink in a way of like, I was never like an alcoholic, but when I would go out, I wouldn't know my limits. And it would be like, I would try to drink the alcohol so fast because I'm just trying to feel something, right? But, you know, I went out last night. Yeah, it was so much fucking alcohol around. Like, I could have drunk so much and just been on my ass. But, you know, every time the alcohol went around, I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, I know my limits. I feel good. I feel buzzed. I feel relaxed. I feel good, right? And it's like, you know, I was able to lean into that and be like, well, you know what happened last time when you didn't, you know, give yourself any limits with this alcohol thing. So just learn how to calm down with that shit, because if you keep doing the same thing and expecting different results, like, ain't that the definition of insanity? And it's like, don't do that to yourself. So just lean into like the shit. Lean into it. It's because it's like, when you lean into things, you can give yourself boundaries and give other people boundaries as well. Like, I need help with this. I know that I can't take this shit too far because I'm gonna take it too fucking far, and I'm eventually, you know, the consequence of that is, you know, you losing people, or, you know, you losing yourself, and it's just not worth it. So, but when we lean into it, we able to course correct and make sure that we don't go down these, you know, these paths that are just going to sabotage things that we've built in our life. It's not worth it. But yeah, you gotta just let yourself be human, you know. And I think that another thing is like, I'm like seeing my friends, and I'm like, I love the fact that y'all are, like, my friends are comfortable enough to show their all parts of themselves to me, you know. And I showed them my parts too, and it's like, I'm grateful for that. But you know, I just seeing them and their things about themselves that they feel terrible about, it just kind of allows me to just give myself that same grace and compassion as well, because it's like, this is just what it is. But it's like, I got to give myself boundaries, because it's certain shit I don't want to repeat in my life. And it's like, that's that's the way to go. So I try to give my friends that grace, and I just tell them like, you know, like, yeah, that may be something, but it's like, you operating through trauma, for one. Two, like, those are things that just like stick with us, so it's gonna be there. You know, healing is not to get rid of wounds. Like, they don't go anywhere, they stay. But you just learn how to cope better, you learn how to maneuver different. And it's like, I'm starting to see them, and it's like, it's me giving them grace and compassion is allowing me to give myself grace and compassion. And yeah, but that's been on my mind, so I wanted to come share.